In the island of Jamaica, there is a dangerous phenomenon that is hurting the core of the Jamaican male. It's called bun. This phenomenon is so egregious that some statistics say up to 40% of children are assigned a biological father incorrectly, a concept called jacket. In an effort to stop this behavior, Mecca TV Studios has created Bun Court, a drama based on the real-life incidents of bun in Jamaica. The best part about this show is you, our audience, become the jury and decide who is guilty of bun or not. Welcome to Bun Court. This case is brought before the court by the plaintiff, Keith Troop, against the defendant, Beverly Troop. Mr. Troop is requesting that his wife's so-called cousins be removed from their marital home immediately. The plaintiff alleges that the defendant has lied about the cousins coming into their home and has subsequently been unfaithful in their union. We will hear arguments from both parties to determine the merits of this case.
All rise. Judge J.C. Grind, presiding over court number 3.
Good morning.
Morning, Your Honor.
You all may be seated. Mr. Bailiff,
Yes, Your Honor.
what do we have on the dockets today?
Oh, for today, Your Honor, it's Beverly Thorpe, wife, Kenneth Thorpe, husband, having a conflict over the wife, bringing some people from the rural area, St. Elizabeth to be specific, claiming, it's an alleged, that they are cousin. The husband later found out that one of the male person is no relative of hers, so he has reason to believe he's getting bun. Hence, we're here at Bun Court today.
Thank you, Mr. Bailiff. Mr. and Mrs. Thorpe. Very strange circumstances indeed. However, before we begin, I think I just need to help you all to understand why we are here and what we are about here. As the record states, my name is Grimes, and I have been a judge on the bench for over 30 years, now retired. However, it has saddened me deeply to see the level of domestic violence that has been permeating our society. You know, especially when it comes to violence against our women and girls. Hence, I have brainstormed with, some friends and some, like-minded people, and we have come up with this idea to have this Bun Court. And it is to provide a platform that people like yourselves, Mr. and Mrs. Thorpe, can come and sort out differences, marital differences, relational differences, in a peaceful manner, so we can stop seeing these unpleasant things in the media, men killing women or attempting to kill women and killing themselves. Because I am one of those people, that still and always will believe Jamaica to be the best place on planet Earth to live, raise families, and do business. I must also commend Mr. Brimfield and Miss Leakey. They came here so passionate about their issues. And the case was done, and they have been adamantly working on said issues. Hence, I have appointed them to this court as peer counsels, to provide legal advice and guidance, if you will, to people like yourselves, Mr. and Mrs. Thorpe. Because I believe that the therapeutic value of someone that has walked the walk is totally without parallel. Once again, people, this is Bun Court, the most serious court in this island, Jamaica, and it is Hear that when you come and get your issues resolved, you'll find yourselves avoiding civil court, gun court, and any other court. So, let's begin today's proceedings. Order. So, Mr. Bailiff, who is the complainant? Mr. Thorpe, you say?
Mr. Thorpe is a complainant, Your Honor. As I say, his wife has brought several persons from St. Elizabeth claiming that they are cousins. He actually found out that one male in particular is no relative of hers, but living in his house.
Interesting. Mrs. Thorpe, sounds like a strange way to live, if you ask me. But tell me about the other people. How many people, to be exact, have you brought from country? They are from your district, right?
Well, the document says 4, Your Honor.
4.
5 to be exact, 5.
Okay. And why have she brought these people to her husband, to her marital home?
Well, according to the documents, Your Honor, it is saying that they have nowhere to live, and as people in the rural area, she decided to help them, put them up so they can get a job and move on to other places.
Interesting. That's a big heart, Mrs. Thorpe. That's a big heart. You know what? I have heard enough about your story from the bailiff's point of view. What I'd like now is for you, ma'am, through your peer counsel, and personally too, if you wish, to help me understand why you have been doing this and how many people you have been helping. Just walk me through this. Help me to understand it from your point of view.
Will do, Your Honor. So my client here, Mrs. Thorpe, Beverly Thorpe to be exact, like you said earlier, she has a very big heart. You know, she grew in the country, the rural area with these people. One pot family like, so everybody catch on one bed, Your Honor. She decided that, okay, she moved to Kingston with her husband. Start life, these people fell on hard times, Your Honor, so she decided, to, hey, we grow together, why not come and stay with me until you sort yourself out? Even though that's the case, her husband, Mr. Thorpe, believed that she's giving bond, allegedly, with these people. I know how it might seem, Your Honor, but that's not the case. My client will never do such a thing.
Thank you, Miss Leakey. Mr. Thorpe, let's hear your side of the story, sir.
All right, let me start by saying, my client don't believe he knows. All right, Your Honor, so this is the story, Your Honor. Now, my client, Mr. Keith, met this once upon a time nice young lady in the country area, you know?
Order. Mr. Brimfield, please, sir, be very adamant about your respectability toward each client. We are not here to take sides. We are here to resolve issues. Okay? Please continue.
Apology, Your Honor. So the accused, right? My client met her a few years ago, you know, nice country girl, and him decide say, yo, him like how him sick, you know, the natural body and the plumb and everything. So he bring her uptown, take her out of the boathouse and zinc, you know, roof or leak every time rain drew. Yes, sir, Anna, bring her uptown in a nice concrete structure building, you know, make she know life. Give her all her love, you know, married her, Your Honor, and same as start life. Them start off with a 1 bedroom and him decides our time now to get him family, so him extend. While him extend and believe so well then he might impregnate her, she take up herself and bring people from country. come in her house. So she bring two female so-called relative, tell her husband say she related to them, her cousin them. He never like the idea. Cause you know, he's a man where him like him privacy, him like keep him bathroom clean, him surrounding clean, him not really want to outside. Remember now, you know, when she come from country, him have to teach her cleanliness, you know. So now him have two more female that come in where I idiot that. You understand, Your Honor? So him never like the idea, but time wife him love her. She done bring them already and him no want insult them, so him work with it. You understand, Your Honor? Two female coming.
Now work with it. Now work.
Okay, Mr. Thorpe, I understand how this communal living could affect you. Back to you, Mrs. Thorpe, and this time I want to hear from your voice. Have you even thought of discussing these things with your husband before you brought these people in?
Yes, Your Honor, I have.
And he did agree?
Ish.
Objection.
Ish. Objection sustained. Mrs. Thorpe, I think I understand, listening to both sides of the story, I'm starting to get a glimmer of what I think you had hoped to achieve. However, I must point out, and I hope your peer counsel will also help you to understand the risk you have been running. Having brought how many females into your marital home? How many females, sir?
4.
Four females into your marital home. At the rate things are going today, you are one lucky lady, because you could have found yourself being the helper in your marital home, sleeping in the guest room or the couch, while one of your invitees is in the marital bed.
Your Honor, the document also says one is a male, a Kevin.
Yes.
Yes.
Actually, two males.
I
And Kevin.
I am going to be getting to that, to the male side of it first, but I wanted her to get a glimpse of the risk you exposed your marriage to. You know, are you a Christian, Mrs. Thorpe?
Repeat that, Your Honor.
Are you a Christian?
Ish.
Ish. Oh, Lord. There's a lot of ish. And do you realize the danger you have exposed your marital home to and your marriage?
Well, Your Honor, the way you say it sound bad, yes. But all media think it never really did look that bad.
Okay. I can
Your
just...
Honor, it that bad in every angle where you
And
look
me
from.
not talk to you.
Order. Like I always say, we can sing together, not speak together. This is not choir practice. Do we have any of these invitees in court today? Mr. Bailiff, are any of those house guests here
Yes,
today?
I think one of the gentlemen is here.
So
Kevin! Report.
approach the
Come
bench,
this way,
sir.
please. You can use that mic, sir.
And please, sir, please remove your hands from your pockets. Yes, sir. Okay, sir. For the record, please state your name and where you're from.
Speak up, sir. Judge talking
We'd
to
like
you.
to hear sometime before Christmas, sir.
Kevin Douglas.
Kevin Douglas. So, Mr. Douglas, I understand you are a cousin who is not a cousin of Mrs. Thorpe?
Right. So I don't understand nothing.
But, well, You and I both, and I guess the rest of the court. Because that's what we're trying to understand, sir. How long have you known Mrs. Storm?
Our cousin from birth, something right?
Lie, no cousin. No cousin.
Order!
No cousin.
People,
Yo, now go come in and come tell the truth, you know.
people, listen me.
Sir,
Mr.
speak
Bailiff,
only when the judge asks you a question.
Even if it asks you.
Speak only when the judge asks you a question,
Mr.
sir.
Brimfield, please, sir, to inform and help to keep your client on the wraps. Thank you. So, Mr. Douglas, what is your occupation, sir?
A farmer, sir.
He's a farmer. But there are no farms in Kingston, Mr. Douglas. And I was made to understand that Mrs. Thorpe was helping people come to the corporate area to find greener pastures, if you will. You know? And so I wonder, why were you here? If you are a farmer, you should be probably back down there tilling the soil so we'll get produce in the markets cheaper.
So I don't understand what you say. Because I don't understand you say no farm that they are told.
Well,
Where you go, you can't farm. You have backyard farming. I don't understand what you say.
oh,
Yeah, yeah,
Or you
no.
have pig side or something.
We garden that big field, call nobody no farmer for coming night. The lady don't grow a little flowers every night.
order! Gentlemen, please get a hold of yourselves.
You forget a whole line.
Sir,
All right,
last time I
Mr.
warned you.
Douglas, I am going to have you retake your seat for now. Please retake your seat, sir. Thank you very much. Emotions are a bit high, so I will let that go for now. Any of the other invitees here? I understand there was also female cousins.
Yes, a female cousin, Susan.
Where is Susan?
Susan.
Hello? Okay, I think she's shy. She don't want to approach the bench. Okay.
Sir, I don't know if Judith is here. Judith?
Judith?
Them
These
run away, you know.
Anarchy? No
Okay,
answer, no
let's
answer, Your
now.
Honor.
Okay, see somebody standing up.
You're who, miss?
I'm Miss Anna Kay, sir.
All right, just
Approach the bench, Miss Anake.
Hi, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am. Good day.
Good day.
For the record, please state your full name and occupation.
I'm a seamstress, sir.
As,
A seamstress.
Okay, so you are creative, making clothing and stuff.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and how long have you known Mrs. Thorpe?
I'm a cousin in a sir. And I grew up together.
As in
I
real
object, I
cousin
object,
this
I
time?
object. Me not
Yes,
believe
sir.
nothing what them people are coming here and say, Your Honor, because
Order! Sir, please, you will be given your minute to speak, sir. All right. So, ma'am, you said you are a cousin to Mrs. Thorpe, and she has decided to help you come to Kingston.
Yes, sir.
So, how has it been for you? Have you found jobs? How is it going?
Last week, me get a nice little job in a sir. Last week, me get a nice little job. And this man, come tell me, say,
Order,
"Time to come
please, please, ma'am.
then I move house.
Order. Let me address this, sir. Ma'am, you
Yes, sir.
ought to understand that had it not been for this man, that you style this man, you would still be in the country planting Callaloo.
Tell her, tell her.
Sorry, Your Honor.
So you must
for-
understand that you ought to have some respect for your benefactor. Okay?
Sorry, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Mr. Thorpe
Don't-
asked me to leave his dwelling. But I'm just get the job. I'm not get paid yet. I'm to leave son and so. You can't wait until I settle.
Settle, how long we don't want to settle for? You know
Order.
how long we do damn yard?
Order, let me explain something here. Being that I have been sitting on the bench for some time, I can tell you guys now that if you all took this matter to the civil court, you, Mr. Thorpe, would not be able to just throw her out like that. even though she was just invited, legally speaking, you would have to give her some time to sort herself out and leave.
Your Honor, Your Honor.
Hold on, Mr. Tharp. Hold on, Mr. Tharp. I understand the discomfort, sir. I do. I honestly do. Being a man myself. However, I also understand some of what Mrs. Thorpe was trying to achieve. And in the case of this young lady, seeing that she has already secured employment, I would implore you, sir. And like I said, if you go to the civil court, it would be the same procedure. To just give her, in written form, a time frame in which she should have secured alternative accommodations and leave your marital home. Are you understanding me, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
So tell me, how much time do you think you need to get somewhere else and, you know, leave your cousin's dwelling?
I don't want to leave there.
What?
I don't want to leave.
She never mean that. She
What do you
mean
mean?
maybe 1
Order,
month.
Mrs. Thorpe. You're not a psychic, as far as I have heard so far. So please stop reading and speaking for her. All right?
Your
Miss,
Honor?
Miss, let me help you to understand.
Yes, sir.
You don't want to leave. You see what I mean, Mrs. Thorpe? So, how would it have been if she had the same idea about your husband and don't want to leave? How would you handle that? So now you see the risk you have exposed yourself to.
But, Your Honor, I don't want him.
Me no want Your Honor. She need to leave, you know. She
That
need
is
to
irrelevant.
Your Honor. Your Honor.
Sir, we are getting to that. Miss, I am hoping that you will see the benefits of being in your own space so you can attract your own husband and have a happy life like Mrs. Thorpe does. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much. Please take your seat.
Just an interjection, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
With the behavior of somebody like Kevin, I don't understand him to put out Mr. Thorpe as yet. He's very arrogant. I can make a recommendation, Your Honor.
Let's hear it.
The local government ministers built a little place down by Fletcher's land. I think we should send them down there to go and stay.
Yes, all of them. Scrape up all of them and bring the whole of them out of my house, please.
Hold on a second. Before we get there, let's give each side a chance to present their case. I am going to start with you guys, gentlemen, on this side.
Okay, Your Honor. Exhibit B. All right, Your Honor. So, after my client here, you know, was betrayed by the accused, you know, invade his privacy and everything.
Hold on a second. Could you please use the term allegedly betrayed? Because we were not there. Thank you. Go ahead.
Allegedly betrayed, Your Honor. She then bring another person in the home, which is a man. Now, rest assured, him they have problem with the females. Them already know a man coming in him house. You understand? She say him cousin. You know, him start realize say them in a kitchen a boil soup. You know, cousin and cousin boil, yeah. And him realize say them a play a lot. She a come out of the bathroom, you know, wrap up in a towel and them thing there. A ramp on all the man bed. You know them way there? Yeah, like a dolly house. Them take the man house, sir.
That's a lie.
Order. You will be giving your chance, Mrs. Thorpe. Go ahead, sir.
Anyways, Your Honor. One day, you know, the cousin, the so-called female cousin, Anna K, I keep her birthday party, and she decides say she go celebrate it in a Mecca. You know that popular nightclub. Yeah, everybody know about it. So my client, because of the hurricane and thing, and he work at telecommunication company, him get busy, you know, him have to dip on the road, so he couldn't make it a Mecca. So tell her, say, yo, can't go make it. So she must go with the male cousin because she say her cousin, so him trust you know, him trust him, so she pass her remarks, you know, Your Honor. And her remarks is, you sure you want me to make a loan with all them money, man, there? As if my client broke. Anyways, my client said, no, man, you go with your cousin. If anything, your cousin will bring back the news them to me, so I'm not worry about that. Anyways, Your Honor, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Mecca normally post man them social media page highlights. So my client see a highlight with our so-called cousin, a wine panner, and guess how which song I play, Your Honor?
Which one?
Rock my baby Tony other way. You want to see she a Tony other way? Anyways, Your Honor, after that, my client gets suspicious now, confronted her, and you know what? I like to call up, you know, this Bonaman, cousin. Sorry.
Yeah. Yes,
I
sir.
like to call him to the stand, Your Honor, because I have a few questions for asking.
By all means, call your witness.
Mr. Cousin, can you
Kevin?
take the stand?
Approach the stand, please.
I couldn't call man name like a done and come for done man name.
Sir, order.
No,
Could
friend,
you-
my name drop out around the mouth and broke every minute now. Kevin.
Sir,
I want my son.
sir. Your
Come
Honor.
like a mad and you come for mad me. I want this, I want. Why me there, sir?
Mrs.
Honor.
Stark, are you giving this man too much pepper?
Yo.
No, sir, I'm just never taking injection.
Hey,
Okay, Mr. Kevin, please, sir.
All right, Mr. Kevin.
Just answer
Just
those
come
things
and
that
answer the
are
question.
I have
then,
a
sir.
few questions for you,
so
Mr.
what am I
Kevin.
ask my question for? Are you a judge or you for talk to me if not?
Mr. Kevin,
I'm the lawyer.
please, he is representing the gentleman. You are staying at the gentleman's house. Give him a chance.
See with him here, and our
Answer a
country
few
come from.
questions.
Might have put him under handcuff, Your Honor.
You used to raise pigs in the country?
I hear me a talk about because I couldn't me stop with it.
But okay, just checking. Sir, please proceed.
Anyway. Anyway, Kevin, I have a few questions for you. How long you know the accused?
Same period, me know you.
We're not talking about period here.
Sir, answer the question. You
Answer my
just need to
question
go
directly.
up.
I'm going to tell him, say, I'm a family. So, what am I ask me? We grew up together.
All right, so while you two was growing up together, you never played Dolly House?
Hear
Are you a
the
pervert?
question. Dolly House.
Answer the question.
Yes, sir, please answer the question. Yes or no?
Yeah, I can't recall it.
Oh, interesting.
Anyways, you know I saw them pretty up them lie. Anyways, you never do mama and papa yet?
When your mama
I'm
and papa.
sorry, that's not relevant.
It is relevant now.
Objection sustained.
Mama and papa.
Objection
What's mama and
sustained.
papa?
Anyway, you claim that you and the accused, you know, our cousin. So, I have a next question for you, Kevin. Same father, right? Two brother Pitney, right?
So you
Sir,
get it yourself.
Answer the
man.
question.
Same way so you go. You lie you want me
All
tell you.
right, so all the two don't have the same last name.
Oh, you two we have the same last name.
Oh, no, don't have the same last name. You just said a two brother Pitney. So all the two don't have the
That's
same
for-
last
that's
name.
for me to know and for you to find out.
sir,
Your
could you
research.
please
So
answer the
it's safe to
question?
say then that you're lying. Remember, you're under oath, you know. Remember. Anyway, while you were at Mecca and this song was playing, turn the other way. Why on earth you choose to whine for your cousin? Since you not call me a pervert.
Who you stay and say me I want for my cousin?
The evidence is there on social
Present the
media.
evidence, come in and know what you're talking about.
Order, Mr. Kevin. It
Don't
is an
play smart.
established fact. Mecca publishes the highlights weekly on their website, sir. So the thing is all over social media. So just answer the question.
So present it to me because me never did it. So that I want to know.
Wow. You have a twin.
It would appear that way.
Anyway, my client would like to ask you a question as well.
No, man, I'm not asking no question, man, because everything done there already, you know, Your Honor. Because you see when them go make our day and shit, them a whine you, that swear things to them there for years, you know, Your Honor. And the wine where she get this man, you know, I never get that wine from she yet. And me and her always a go to club and party and them thing there.
At that about you.
Your Honor, I was not never will be comfortable with them people here in my house from day one. You hear what she said earlier? Ish, I agree. Ish, cause I never comfortable and I give them a blind, but them they are too long. And you see them female here where she have a carry
The
the
thing
yard.
is, you're too laid back.
Them nasty. Them Your Honor, them
You're
disgust.
laid back.
You are not more than a
Listen,
watch your pump.
Mr. Kevin,
Watch your pump.
Sir,
We need to get a
have a
leash.
seat. Don't speak unless
Mr.
you
Kevin,
don't speak.
please
to
have
you.
the-
Your
Yes,
Honor,
sir.
you see where me have to live with them for free in my own house. Me can't sleep, me have to sleep with the one here I open so. Because you
Worry
pan man.
yourself, man. Don't worry yourself.
And the
Sir.
female them
Sir, please have a seat.
Alright, Your Honor. I'd like to ask his wife a few questions as well.
I think that is so
You
appropriate.
don't get to ask anybody any question, Kevin. Keep quiet.
I'm the lawyer.
Order, Miss Leakey, your client
No,
will
your
be
place.
cross-examined because
Remember,
you
you
will
just
be given a
escaped a
chance to do
divorce.
the same.
Anyways, Miss Chu, I'd like to ask you. You know, you said, your cousin and you bring him and everything. You know, him arrogant. Him not answer the question them right. So let me ask you this, right? Do you think it's appropriate to whine on your cousin inside of that popular nightclub?
Do you think it is appropriate for you to try to defend somebody?
Of course, it's my
Really?
job.
When?
Really. Stop
Interesting.
trying to escape the question and answer it. Is it appropriate?
No answer?
I rest my case, Your Honor.
Thank you very much.
Your Honor, I don't
So,
want
Your
to
Honor,
sound...
when me I go talk,
Hold on, that I was getting to that because now I have heard the case from the complainant's
piece.
point of view.
Yeah.
Now I...
Excuse
I-
me? Yeah, you she just call me Your Honor?
What did she call you?
A side piece.
Your Honor never hear. You alone for sitting around with your
Order,
ears.
order. Seeing that I did not hear that one, I will allow it to slide for this time. However, Miss Leakey, please help your client to present her case so we can understand.
Want hear this too?
Okay, Your Honor. So I know how this might seem, how it may look, but trust me, living with a man, and I know that all too well, who is a weak jellyback man, you have to get somebody to stand
Order,
up.
Miss
No, God.
Miss Leakey.
God, I walk, you know.
The gentleman's, the structure of the gentleman's back is not in question here. Just please keep it confined to the case at hand.
Sure, Your
Thank you.
Honor. Like I was saying, Keith does not step up to anything. And I know that all too well, right? So my client here invited her cousins to come and spend some time with her. Keith is always on the road. Who is going to keep her company? You know, I want to throw the people them out of the house, Your Honor. I said give them at least 3 months before anything, right? The night of the nightclub, she told him, I'm going out with my cousin. As a man, Your Honor, you're a man. Would you allow your woman, sexy as she look, to go out in that nice outfit?
I object, Your Honor. She said the man are her cousin, you know, so why would I have a issue?
denied. Objection denied. Hold your peace, sir. Let her finish.
Would you allow your woman, looking as sexy and beautiful as my client, to go to Mecca? Your Honor, you know anything goes down at the nightclub, right? In that nice, sexy outfit. She told him, his thing was, yeah, man, your cousin can go and I trust you. I mean, you give me the go ahead, why not? Your Honor, after a couple drinks, anything can happen. She went out to have fun.
First of all, the only reason me make she got that club, you know, and because she says her
Because
cousin.
you're weak,
If that was
jellyback
a friend, I would have never make
If
she
you
go
were
make
a
her.
real man, then you would have stand up and go with your woman.
Your Honor, there's this myth, you know, we say any single girl will gonna make her come back out with a bag of man. So I met that girl gonna make her, you know, because I've seen the footage there, I see the girls them winding up and down, you know. And I realized the reputation that club has. So I would never make she go with just a guy if she never did say it was her cousin.
Then why didn't you accompany your woman to the club?
Because she says it's her cousin. So why would I go follow behind
Mr.
her?
Thorpe,
Oh, no.
Mr. Thorpe, understand this. If the saying is that any single girl go make her come out with a bag of man,
Exactly.
then can you imagine the mathematical equation if she arrived with one?
Your Honor, you know what the
let's not
worst?
go there.
You know what the worst part? Me see it in a video when I turn in the selector pull up the song. What a Jada Kingdom song there, about big body what's up or whatever, and she turn on and look on him. She turn on and look on him, Your Honor. I know you never look on me, so yet.
I mean, Your Honor, in my client's defense, why would she? The song wasn't speaking about him.
Oh, hold on a second.
You see why we need the whole she and her camel friend them to come out of my house?
Okay, Miss Sneaky, could you please let me just close off by hearing Miss Thorpe's side of the story?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am.
First and foremost, I have 2 cousins and time hard. Me know it is in country. I'm come a town with my husband, when me love. I try to make life. And not him alone make life. And me and him. Right? When him come home, me make sure me cook clean and everything done. Him is a nasty man, but still let me tolerate him and me not thought ill of him. So yes, me help out my 2 cousins them and yeah, me maybe go overboard with it. Me not gonna lie about that. Me get my cousin for come stay. Him is a farmer, yes. But in a town, me I tell him say, me can get a different trade because you can't sit down and wait on farming. Right? So him come and him stay overtime because I'm not so educated like that. Me maybe not explain to my husband to the T what go on. You get me? But I see, I understand how it look. You understand? I understand say it look away because if me did see him carry him cousin come there, maybe I would feel away. But if she look good, yeah, me would maybe have a feel a little threat. You get me?
I object.
But at the same
Hold on,
time,
sir.
me a talk.
Let her finish.
At the same time, me talk to him about it. Him not have no heart. Him is a very selfish boy. And now me understand why me should marry you.
Your Honor, let me tell you about she and her friend them now. Because this lady I get disrespectful now.
Back to you, sir.
So for you, carry one and degree, liar money, to come represent you, and come disrespect your woman where you claim say you love, with her for 16 years. 16 years, Kevin.
Order. Let her finish.
16
Let her
years, and
express.
you're gonna make somebody come in here and come disrespect me, so me never disrespect you yet. I'm not gonna say when me do it right and how me go about it. But me never get make you feel less than how you is now.
Your Honor.
Shut your mouth and let me talk.
Your Honor, I Honor me a talk too. Your Honor. Your Honor. You see one time, you see the reason why I don't like our friend them coming here. She said, oh me nasty. See her cousin, well, her cousin them, the female, me don't know about the male one, but the female one them, the whole of them nasty. You know what happened? You know what happened what day, Your Honor?
Sit down.
Your Honor, you know what happened what day, yeah? Me come from work, I'm gonna go for go use the bathroom, you know what me see? One long piece of shit there in the toilet here, and that shit long like alligator tail. And you know nobody don't know who do it. And me no use it.
Mr. Thorpe, that's a little bit too much information.
And them no watch plate in the house.
Hold on a second.
If I may, Your Honor.
Make it very quickly because I need
Very
to hear
quickly,
from the
sir.
jurors so I can
So
wrap
the
up.
2 nasty people that we talk about are the same. Somebody are going to have the stupids from and I use shit in the toilet. I feel shit. Can nobody name that go flush you because you like when people clean after you?
Your Honor,
Mrs.
me
Storm.
sure no say them people that tell the truth are not but truth, but that's an absolute lie. Me not no recollection I
Mr.
using
Thorpe.
that bathroom that day.
And them are trim. Anytime in trim, please,
Mr. Bailiff,
you
could you get these people to
lie.
settle down? Okay, we have heard both your points. Let's hear from members of the jury what they think before I make my submission. You, ma'am.
Okay, Your Honor, based on listening to both sides of the story, I believe that they are both lack communication, in which communication play a great part in a relationship, especially a marriage. You have to have a level of communication. And as I listened to Mrs. Thorpe, in which she said, when I asked her if she asked me if her cousin could come to the house, and she said, you asked her if he agree, and she said, agree-ish. In which, if you're in a marriage, there's no way you can just bring your cousin to your marital home without your husband agree on you taking them. It can't be agree-ish. Both of you have to sit down, talk about the situation, and come to an understanding. So I believe that it is unfair to the husband in how Ms. Tharp handled the matter. And she bring them there, he never agree full on the matter, and based on the behavior, if he said he want them to leave, she should allow them to leave. And on the other hand, if they don't have anywhere to go, him still have to be a compromise a little and be a little lenient in even say, all right, within a month they have to find somewhere and go. But overall, I think Ms. Tharp is wrong in bringing her cousin without they both come to a mutual understanding and agreement in saying, yes, they can come to the house.
Thank you very much. Lady there, the full black, please, your take on what has transpired.
Your Honor, I think...
I hope your voice is a bit bigger than your size.
Okay, Your Honor, I think that they made some soup, as they say in a long time. Cousin and cousin make good soup. I feel like the soup make. And, you know, it was unfair to the husband, but you don't know. I agree with the husband, Bonagwan, and things happen, man. Yeah, that's my take.
Thank you. That's behind you there.
Yes, good evening, Your Honor. Yes, so based on my analysis of the situation, I just don't understand how the two cousins if they make a wine pan one another, and I'm not sure how that part they go. There's something not right. I don't know if we have witness protection or someone can arrange him, but I'm not sure how him and him can be in the same residence and him not put him out.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. All right. Having heard both sides of the story, I really think there have been some blunders,
Your
some
Honor,
mistakes.
just 1 second, please.
Go ahead, sir.
As a man, I wouldn't feel safe with that cousin inside the house, you know.
Amen, amen.
I would suggest to you, Mr. Thorpe, by whatever means necessary, that man must leave the house. He's
From yesterday.
His tendencies, you can see, he tends to be violent.
Him just never take him injection.
Order. We will get to that. Thank you, Mr. Peelif. So at this point, let's hear the closing arguments from the Thorpes. Mrs. Thorpe, I'll start with you.
All right, Your Honor, my client
Mrs.
here.
Thorpe.
Oh, sorry.
I understand. Anyway, we hear what everybody says, sir. And I would say give them a month, just a month, to just get them things together. If they have to go back a country, them can do that. But just a month. I'm sorry.
Oh, could you say that part again, that last part, because I think that should be directed to your husband.
Your Honor, you know, a bad luck for repeat, so I'm not going to this.
Okay. All right then, thank you, Mrs. Thorpe. Mr. Thorpe, I hope you heard that last part, the very last part, but please, sir, your closing arguments.
To be honest, I love her, you know. I respect her, you know. It's just that them people in our house just make me very, very uncomfortable. I'm feel like my life would have go back to being good if them just leave. So if it ever take them to leave about a month, me will work with it. But after the month, them need for gone. Me no business them start work. Me no business what them status like. Them need to leave the house immediately.
Let me elaborate, Your Honor. All right, member of the jury and Your Honor, I strongly recommend that these people leave immediately on the grounds of, I'm sure you all, hold on, I'm sure you all saw the display of this mentally deranged young man, the hunger that he was in, looked like him born from Mali Avenue and Pop Pill House, you understand? A man like this, Your Honor, and member of the jury, would you have a man like this in your household? You understand? With that type of behavior, this man will kill everybody in the house, including this so-called cousin who come from country.
Your Honor, I understand now. I understand now. I understand that they should leave for real. So that you can move, come in. Because I must see that you want.
No. Your Honor, she cannot talk to my lawyer like that, you know. Because at the end of the day, I'm just talk the truth. Because they need to leave for real.
No. We'll see with her. Because remember her country she come from, so she not too...
Are we through here?
Please, people, let me have a say here. I think you both have made some closing arguments there. I think you both agreed that it was an erroneous move at best, if not crazy. And I think you both agreed that it would be safest to give them a little time frame to transition out.
No.
Because the law does not support people just throwing people out. That was back then. Okay? So, once again, I thank you people for making it Bun Court. I hope we have achieved some small victories here. There's still a lot of work to be done, and that work will be continued by your peer councils, Ms. Leakey and Mr. Brimfield. And I trust that that love that you spoke of, and spoke of it repeatedly, will outshine all the difficulties that your relationship now faces. Case adjourned.
All right.
Sorry for you.
Sir, I don't feel safe sending you home. Take this with you.
Let him your gun.
I agree.
Take that with you.
Shot him and take self-defense. I'm a good lawyer. I'll defend you.